Hello, Stephen White for Steve Arts 89. Stranger Things Season 3 dropped. I had forgotten all about it. I had plans, I was busy. And then I realised about 8 o'clock that it had dropped earlier that day, and I had to drop everything and watch it, which is why it's now 6 a.m. in the morning in Australia, and I'm just finishing the show because I didn't start till like 9 or 10 o'clock at night because I didn't know it was on. Um, I loved it. Okay, the first season was perfect. The second season, I felt that they got into the upside down and all the dark side of all the battle between them, and I felt they got to that too quickly. Spent too much time in that. It felt very much like like the series had middle film sort of syndrome, and I felt like we didn't spend enough time with the characters. It's like you really needed to see season one. Some people didn't feel like that. They felt it was repetitive. I didn't feel like that way. And this season, I was really happy that they spent a lot of time establishing the new threat. And it was quite a mystery for a while what was happening. I mean, you knew it was something from the Upside Down coming back, and it was all involved with that, but you didn't quite understand, so that was good. I liked a little bit of mystery, and I like it took a while to build, and we spent enough time with the characters, and it felt more like the first season to me when it took a while for things, you know. The second season to me, half the season felt like the final episode to me. I don't know, I probably need to watch it again, but because no one else is saying anything like that in all the reviews that I saw, but I just felt stuck in the Upside Down, and yeah, the first season I felt balanced, and this season I felt balanced. The fun, the nostalgia of the 80s, and the fun, and spending time with the characters with the actual fighting, the big bad. So, God, a lot happened. I made notes, and it's like, God, I don't know how much to say. I don't know. It's probably, I guess I have to do some spoilers. I don't know what they're going to do with season 4. Season 3 ends with, spoilers, ends with two of the characters leaving town, and two characters dying in the climax, because for some reason, and I didn't catch this, and I don't know if it wasn't really explained, or if I just was not able to focus because I was marathoning the whole thing, and I was doing other things because I couldn't totally stop life. I'm not quite sure why Eleven's powers disappeared, because at the end she's just powerless, and one of the other characters, I guess I won't say too much, one of the characters dies, mostly because she isn't there. She doesn't have a power. She's not saving the day. And another character sacrifices himself, but he may come back. We didn't actually see the character die. One of those good old, there's an explosion and you don't actually see the person die, but they must have died, is sort of the idea, but he might be coming back. So I didn't really think that until I was looking at some reviews, and someone else pointed out, okay, we didn't see him die, and we saw a reference that could have possibly been to him at the end, because there is a Avengers after the credits little moment, which, yeah, I guess this is like a semi-spoiler review, I guess. I'm telling you somebody died, and I'm telling you some people leave, and in order to do the fourth season, they're going to have to adjust, or I guess they can just reset like an episode of The X-Files somehow. Oh, gee, we moved back. Oh, we just went down the street. I don't know. They'll probably find some way around it. But, so I guess I can't really go into that too much, because, yeah, I do, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I like the series. They spent more time with the characters. They showed just a lot of teenage angst and 80s nostalgia, and they had a lot of it set in a mall, which was great because the 80s was all about the mall. And one of the highlights for me was they featured 2 Madonna songs, much like the first Transformers comic miniseries that featured a Madonna song. Jazz was playing. It's 1985, because they skip a year. It's 1985, and there's a moment where 11 is being shown how to shop in a mall, like a normal girl, and of course they play Material Girl, and then later when the girls are at home in the bedroom talking about boys or whatever, because it's the 80s and they're girls, they have Madonna's Angel as well. So I was like singing and Facebooking on Madonna fan pages that they had them on there. Of course, other people were doing that as well, and so that was a good moment for me, because how could you deal with 1985 and not feature Madonna? She's iconic. She was the 80s. So George Michael had a moment as well. So I was very happy with that. So that was sort of the highlight for me, I think. And I felt they spent so much more time in the 80s, and there was more to enjoy for the series, the third season for me, than the second season. It felt like the first season again. And I don't think I've got anything else that I can say that doesn't specifically mention anything that is a spoiler. I don't want to say who died, I don't want to say who left. But yeah, it's about growing, it's about changing. So of course, it's not doing an X-Files where it ends, exactly the same place as it started. So, there's a reset for the next season. I guess there are going to be changes, which kind of sucks, because I would love for them to just keep it the same. And just because I think when I first saw the first season, I thought it was going to be a bit Twilight Zone-y, where like each season there'd be like a different threat and some weird thing that would happen. Stranger Things, not just Stranger Thing coming back again and again and again. So I was a little disappointed when the second season was just the same problem, just back into it so quickly, and so much time back in it. This one, same entity, like it's one of the entities from the Upside Down, but the way it comes back and how that happens and how that is shown and how it involves people and how it slowly builds up was so much better. So I'm not sure what they're going to do for the fourth season. Obviously, the Upside Down isn't totally, it still exists. So, but that one little spoiler I did give, that 11 doesn't have her powers. So how's that going to work? It's interesting. I'm curious what they're going to do, but I'm not even going to try and work that out, because I want it to be a surprise. I didn't even watch a trailer for this season. I just watched the recap that came up when I first went to watch the episodes. I had to find it again because I paused and blah, blah, blah. But so I watched a recap just to remind me what happened last season. And then I watched the whole season. I didn't know anything about it. And sometimes that's the best way. You don't have any expectations. You can just enjoy it for what it is. And I totally enjoyed it. So if you haven't seen season 1, 2 or 3, watch the whole thing. And of course, just, I don't know. I just wanted to make a video because I enjoyed it so much, and I just wanted to talk about it. Yeah. Thanks for listening. I hope you watched it, you enjoyed it as much as me, and I really need to watch them all again, because how can you not want to stay in the 80s? It was the best decade. But yeah, feel free to like, subscribe, and leave any comments, because I'd love to see what other people think, because I'm going to spend the next hour or so watching everyone else's reviews on the series. Thanks, bye.